can fly on shadowed wings.
Basically, I can dismiss my spirit for 10 minutes and get shadowy wings.
That's pretty good.
You just keep getting more goth every time. Anyway, welcome everybody to Fall of Avanswell as Umbrin continues down the path of the goth to the ultimate goth. I just imagine you with like a black trench coat with the makeup going like, meet me in the graveyard at midnight.
Fedora, katana on his back and everything.
Yeah, fedora, katana on your back. It has to be like the crow kind of makeup, so it's like the tears going down your eyes or something like that.
I see it.
But welcome. That's a great place to start this episode. Anyway, if you missed last time, it was technically combat. Because this guy forgot the end of a session.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually gone back and watched the end of the session, and yes, it was actually the last 10 minutes that I did some stuff. So I forgot the last 10 minutes of my session, which actually happened to get them in a different location. Whoops.
Yeah, I forgot it too. Don't feel bad.
I was the only one who remembered. It's a surreal, like, I'm in an alternate reality.
We can just say the, weird circle that you managed to avoid in the hallway. It got activated and you fought some, fire monsters. So I guess it's technically the same thing, except
We
different
stupidly
universe.
fought some fire monsters.
Look,
We won is what we did.
it's alternate universe.
You're hating.
In a different timeline. So technically, if we go back 3 weeks, because we were off last week, at the end of the session, we went to Andreas, the Pyroclastic Queen's area, went through her first hall, where there was a battle now, into this room with this kind of weird statue that looks like it's made of lava, with all kinds of amalgamations of creatures. One kind of more bestial insectile at the bottom, one kind of more avian towards the top, and the entire thing was constantly emanating heat. There were kind of a circle of runes and writing on the floor all around that seemed to be magical symbols that weren't really active, but probably related to this entire magical statue at the center. And then we left off with the 2 doors on the side, one bigger door in the back end of the room. And that's kind of where we technically left that weeks ago. Okay, now that we're all caught up and aligned, we can start with today's session, which I presented a question to all our players, which is going to be an interesting one, is how did you react to the first time you saw someone die? And that's going to be an interesting one.
I might not go first this time. No, I might go first this time.
No. I think Wyrm is going first. Who
Oh,
rolled
sorry. Yeah,
as
that was-
Talas, but that is Wyrm.
Sorry.
So it's still
Talas
Talas.
is going first. Talas,
Wrong
how do
person.
you feel?
Look, I was looking at a sheet to make sure I did everything right, okay?
So I guess we'll
And I
turn.
double-clicked on his token to get on his sheet.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
fair.
We'll turn it over to Wyrm then, for you to introduce yourself and ask that question. Answer that question. Ask that question. Answer that question.
I'm Diamond Wyrm, and I play Talas Skullshatter. No,
That's actually technically true, but
I mostly do, yes.
Yeah,
But I don't.
true.
I'm Diamond Wyrm, and I play Ixbanor, the Awakened Ferret, Animal, Sorcerer, Alchemist, Farmer Familiar, and the first time I saw someone die. Wait, hold on. What was the question specifically? How did you react? Poorly. I mean, immediately I tried to jump in and save my master, and then I was dragged away, and he teleported me away. What was it? I forget.
I
I
believe
think he teleported me away.
you and one of the other one of his apprentices were teleported away as his apprentice trying to take you away.
Yeah, I didn't remember if I was teleported or if he grabbed me at the behest of the...
You were still taken away forcefully because he was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to survive this, but, you can. Because again, we kind of established that you were kind of more unique amongst familiars, that you had full sentience rather than just increased intelligence. So that makes sense that living in a college for long periods of time, that probably the first time you saw someone actually die in front of you. Right.
Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, even though there was a war going on, I was still quite sheltered away from the actual combat.
You're at the capital in like the wizard college. You weren't nearby. But we turn it over to Jessie then.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Jessie. I'm playing Calder Wrynn, the human gunslinger. First time I saw someone die, I think he just ran. Because that was when he was still traveling with his old friends, and they got set upon by a pack of monsters.
Was it one of your friends that then got killed there?
It was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. And
That can
they were
understand.
not equipped, and his first response was flight.
Makes sense. It's an unfortunate thing. The fledgling adventurers sometimes doesn't go well.
Yeah.
Now we turn it finally over to Joe.
I'm Joe. I'm playing Umbrin Wisespark, the Liminal Fetchling Animist. And I cried like a toddler because I was a toddler.
Valid. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Spit your shit.
It probably was like the first village that I started growing up in before we moved and I met my mentor. And the reason why we ran.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Unfortunately, war never changes, but also follows Umbrin wherever he goes. It's his fault.
It's his fault. Umbrin did it. Point at him.
Point at him. It's his fault. He did it.
Because I'm the freaking savior of the society, apparently.
Umbrin got his village destroyed. Haha.
The amount of conditions on Talas's token here as I click on it.
Yeah, I
what
took my
happened to him?
conditions off, but yeah, Talas had everything.
Oh right, yeah.
There's a lot of conditions on everybody here, but
I mean,
Why
we
took
all
mine
went
off?
down during that fight. I think.
mhm.
Yeah. No,
Did-
I don't think Talas. I think he stayed up because of his orc ferocity,
Oh right, yes, he did, and it just
and
increased.
also Ixbanor didn't go down. Or did Ixbanor go down?
No, Ixbanor
I-
definitely went down because
Ixbanor
I
went
had
down.
to run in.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you did at the end. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I did to the explosion of the final explosion of the elemental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talas is the only one that I guess stayed standing the entire time, and it was just because of orc ferocity and him having the bonus hit points from his improved version of it.
And we kept healing him. No,
Yes.
you need to stay up.
Like his skin was like burned off. He's got no more hair anywhere. It's just like
Yeah, and that's
just-
the thing. I realized that, like, man, because here's the thing, he might not have had to tank so much had I been, using my actions more productively instead of healing.
Nah, it's fine.
But at the same time, we needed one he was tanking like both creatures for a while, and we kind of needed that for the rest of us to live.
Yeah, but he would have been fine for a while, and I was in healing you guys. Maybe I shouldn't have, because they weren't focusing on you.
There's a lot of questions on what coulda, shoulda, didn't, but it doesn't really matter too much because we're now in a chamber with a nice warm statue. It's very nice. It's very nice and warm.
And we all leveled.
You all did level.
Very true.
So everybody is at level 11.
Oh yeah, do you want us to go
11 now.
through and say what we
Sure.
upgraded?
That's a pretty good one there because I ended up giving everybody 2 levels to kind of the final level for the game. So if you kind of give an idea of what your updates were to your characters, I guess we'll go in the same order we introduced. I should have said that earlier. So we'll start with Wyrm, what you kind of got there. Anything kind of major?
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with Talas. I gave him Shield of Reckoning, meaning when he shield blocks for someone else, so because he already has like the ability to shield block an adjacent ally, he can trigger his champion's reaction as well.
Okay. Cool.
battle cry. When he rolls initiative, he can attempt to demoralize as a free action.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
And then toughness for even more health.
Valid.
Just
Wait, he didn't have toughness before this?
No, he had
No.
like
Well, I guess he never
Yeah.
really needed it. He did have like the most HP out of all of us.
yeah he was already fine. And like, let's see, I gave him fleet instead so he can maneuver a little bit better because I felt like
Smart.
he was always behind and it always took him a turn to get up.
Fair.
And unfortunately, sometimes that matters, that speed difference for getting into position, especially because he is like a front line.
He's in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Also in heavy armor.
Yeah. Calder.
And
What's
then
Calder's up?
well,
Sorry,
then
I forgot.
Ixbanor.
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 Yeah.
Ixbanor, oh yeah, so I got Swift Sneak as my skill feat, so I can sneak at full speed.
Ooh.
Nice.
Weapon proficiency, because at level 11, okay, even though most dedication feats give you like expert proficiency at some point in the weapon that you would in like the weapons that are associated with the feat with the dedication, Alchemist does not. So I had to take weapon proficiency to get expert in potion throwing.
Yeah. That tracks.
Yeah, and then quicken casting spell shape, so I can once per day cast with one less action, right? Wizard, oh yeah, and it has to be 2 levels lower than my max. But yeah, it basically I cast it, reduce the number of casting by 1.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's a quicken spell. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Neat. Now we turn it over to what upgrades did Calder get?
Oh, and I picked up for my spells Nevermind and Spell Rack, and I got Disintegrate.
Yeah.
And I also picked up Mere Malefic.
Ooh,
just a little thing.
Will be nice.
Just a little thing called Disintegrate.
Just a little thing. It only took 11 levels, but the build finally came online. As an 11th level gunslinger, I get Blast Dodger, so now when I succeed a reflex, I critically succeed. Thank God.
That is very helpful. That is very helpful. I can see that.
I got Titan Wrestler, because I can shove with my hammer gun. I just never really do. I should probably start doing that.
Okay.
Ancestry. I took Ancestral Paragon and just took Natural Skill for Intimidation and Religion. Just kind of round out.
Yeah.
And for my class feat, I got Called Shot. So I can now choose what body part to attack on enemies. And I can have varying effects depending on what I called.
Okay.
I could shoot like flying creatures out of the air. I can stupefy, enfeeble, slow people down. It's really good.
Okay.
I guess that does remind me that Talas also got Divine Will, which is the same thing but for will saves. The criticals or successes automatically critical.
Oh yeah.
I also forgot the skill proficiency. I gave him survival because I felt like diplomacy was kind of good, but I could switch it to diplomacy if you guys prefer him to have diplomacy, though.
And again, just for anybody that's noting for the called shot, it is a flourish, meaning it's once per turn for that, just in case multiple attacks happen.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if anybody's like popping in here and doesn't know for Gunslinger.
Actually, no, you're right.
I'm
Anyway.
sure there's
Also,
probably a
I
way to
upgraded
get
my
more
Arcana.
of them per round, but naturally it's 1.
Yeah.
There's always, again, it's Pathfinder of any kind. It's a rule until something else replaces it.
If
True.
anyone gets an extra flourish, it's probably a monk, a swashbuckler, or a druid feat, or a ranger feat.
Yeah, fair. Well, it's because flourishes tend to be quite strong.
They do. And those are the 3 that are like primarily about their flourishes. Those 3 classes have a
Yeah.
lot of them.
So that's pretty cool to have. All right. Then we finally round out the group with turning it over to Umbrin. What dark secrets has Umbrin unlocked with his Animist abilities?
I have expert protections now, so my proficiency rank for light armor, medium armor, unarmored, and my reflex saves increased to expert.
A little bit more defense, always good.
Yep. I have an AC of 31 now.
Yeah.
Now, wow, that's actually cracked.
I have simple weapon expertise. I have now fly on shadowed wings, which I can once per hour. I can have my apparition embrace me, and I'll grow a pair of shadowy wings and get a fly speed.
This is where we
for
came
10
in
minutes.
talking about goths. Was the shadowy wings? Just like, I just imagine them making like, they have to be like black feathered angel wings made of shadow though, for
I'm
maximum.
thinking the black bat wings.
No.
Of course, naturally.
I guess
Well,
bat
because
wings could be there.
it's my spirit that's embracing me. So
Umbrin's a goth. Point at him. No, I'm kidding.
But
No,
yes,
it does make sense.
You would get
and
lost.
during that time, my apparition, is dismissed. But as soon as after the 10 minutes, it comes back.
No, yeah.
I have consult the spirits. I can speak today. Consult the spirits, which I can choose either nature, religion, or void. And depending on my success on the DC, I can learn information that they know, and I can see the spirits.
That tracks.
Spirits, what secrets do you tell me? Good to know.
Oh, and I also got Incredible Scout. When I scout, you're particularly alert for danger, granting your allies precious modes of preparation, prepare to fight. When you scout the exploration activity, you grant your allies a +2 circumstance bonus to their initiative rolls instead of the +1.
Ooh, okay. I can see that being pretty useful.
And then I got my 6th level spells. At the moment, I have prepared Blessed Boundary, which here I can. It's a 120-foot range, 60-foot burst, reflex duration for a minute, and I create a sphere of with holy spirits in it, basically, that do force damage.
Cool. Right. So,
and then, sorry.
No,
real quick,
finish up.
my apparitions, I have Mislead, Petrify, and Phantasmal Calamity.
Man, it's like, you always think for traditional, like, D&D, First Edition Pathfinder, Phantasmal Killer. No. We've got Phantasmal Calamity. It's a heck of a name.
I'm pretty sure there's also a Phantasmal Killer.
There might still be. It's like a generic enough
Phantasmal Calamity is insane.
Just enjoy the apocalypse in your brain.
It's just I affect multiple creatures and be like, hey, here's a vision of your death.
Yeah, Phantasmal Killer does still exist.
See, it's one of those things as you never know, like, Fireball keeps its name, Phantasmal Killer keeps its name, and then it's like, instead of Magic Missile, it's like Force Bolts. It's like, how many of these are like, where does the generic versus the, D&D go? So weird.
Basically, it depends on trademarks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is there's just, some of them are just weird in there.
Yeah, and that's why there was a lot of, I mean, it probably took a whole team of lawyers. I did not envy Paizo when they decided to make that switch, because it's all like, it probably took a whole team of lawyers to figure out, all the things that were one versus the other. And
looking through all the copyrights and all the, different things and being like, you can use this, you can't use that, But some of them are easy.
It wasn't just spell names, it was like creature names, like certain ideas probably in their lore that they had to switch up, you know.
At least some of the creature names were easy because, like, this is in mythology. We can just use it. It's kind of like why I say, like, Lenorm is still there. because it's technically a term in like mythology. So
Yeah.
technically it's very similar to the D&D one still, but different. Anyway, so you're in this chamber, hot rock, nice pleasant statue of creatures. There doesn't seem to be anything else in particular in this room as you are quickly looking around it. As I said, there's the door to the left, door to the right, which are both smaller doors. From previous areas, these tended to be smaller chambers or something. It might still be now. It's hard to tell. And of course, the main double doors across from where you entered, where the big lava hallway is.
I say we check the smaller doors first.
Yeah.
Just kind of makes sense before proceeding.
Okay.
True.
I'll make Oh, go ahead.
Ooh, never mind. If you want to make a check, then you can do that. I was gonna say I could just like open the door to the left.
I was gonna make a perception check on the door to the right, but
So, I mean, you could do that while, Calder's just opening the door to the left while you're checking out the door to the right.
Hey, Umbrin, make sure that door's not trapped.
I'm staying back with Talas while they open 2 doors at once.
not great.
Yeah, you kind of take a look around the door. You don't really see anything. Calder, as for you, you can easily open the door. Inside here seems to be a very simple chamber with a bed that seems to certainly be aged. As much as this place is very preserved by magic and time, it definitely looks like where the last time you saw a chamber like this, it still had signs of someone using it. This is like a room where it doesn't have signs of actually anybody being using this. Almost like it was like a chamber that was unused even in its heyday, kind of thing, So it's just
the
like
right or the left door.
this is the left door.
Yeah.
It's like a simple bed in here and like a table, and that's it. Nothing else. The room is incredibly simple. Just quiet.
Since I don't perceive anything, I will open the right door too.
All right. What you'll find appears to be weapon racks of various kinds of weapons. Most of them seem to be a combination of larger weapons and polearms, but they seem to be all of different make and design on many of them.
Detect magic.
Yes, plenty of them are.
Good loot.
Hey, Talas, do you need an upgrade?
Now, the question is, do we want to ask for forgiveness or for permission?
Ask forgiveness. Actually, Calder won't even do that.
There does seem to be markings related to each of them that maybe perhaps gives like a title, name, or information about each of them where they are racked.
Well, there's nothing in this room.
There's weapons over here.
Weapons?
And magical ones at that. Although I don't think they might be that useful for you. A lot of them seems to be pole arms.
Aw. Well, that sucks.
I mean, does Talas want to look through?
I mean, he can.
There's probably about 12 different weapons. As I said, probably well over half of them are polearms. There's probably like a massive sword there, a dagger. Probably one bow that's in there. One standard kind of longbow. And that's the only thing that kind of stands out as unique amongst it. The rest are blades and polearms.
That tracks.
Nothing I would use.
Nah. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of blades and polearms?
There's certainly a dagger there. Let me get out to make sure if any terms are different.
Actually, the
Pre-master.
bow might be a good idea, because Talas does not have range.
It does
You
not
can
come
take
with
more than
arrows,
one.
I will tell you.
That's...
Well, if it's magical, it might be enchanted with something that creates the arrow when you draw it.
Maybe. I mean, couldn't you take a few minutes and just like, I don't know, wave your hands over it or something and figure it out?
I mean,
I think the best person probably would be Ixbanor.
Yeah, I'll check out the bow. I'll
I mean, I could do occultism or religion, but I can't really do arcana.
I got master in Arcana.
I have master in religion.
Not great though, but that's still
Okay.
good for the level, I think. So we'll have to learn. What are we at now?
Yeah.
I think
Seems
that's-
to be a composite longbow. Give me a second to give you information on the magic on it. Where are you? Magic items in my list here. I want
Actually,
to make
that is
sure
dead
I know the things.
I never.
Hey, a 7 gets me a dead average DC.
I
For
knew
the
I
lower
forgot to
level.
do something. I never opened chat.
Chat, make fun of this fool.
I'm like, what did I forget to do? I've been thinking about it, and it's like, oh, yeah.
There we go. Chat did what I wanted.
I mean, you did what you wanted in chat.
That was the joke.
Um. Boom. Cool. So, we will have dagger, long sword, 2 long sword, dagger, great sword. Gotta go down this list here. If there's any other, oh, that one. Where are you?
Now, the real question, are any of them give a +2 to attack? Or is there any armor that gives +2 to defense? Because
Well, there
technically
wasn't
we're at the
any
level-
armor.
Oh, right, yeah.
No, it's just weapons.
Because technically we're past the 2 levels where we should get those upgrades.
Well, remember that we have magical crafting, and I have inventor. If we took time, I could just create those formulas, and we could make those runes.
That's fair.
Again, it would just be time and money.
And
Lot
if
of
we
money.
had the time and or money.
Do you have reverse
unfortunately-
engineering?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't actually
6,
think I
7, 8,
do.
9, 10, 11. One more. I think that's
No,
all.
I didn't take reverse engineering. I should have.
Okay.
Actually-
But the only reason I bring that up is because technically you can reverse engineer a +1 rune and then get the rune, and then get like +1 runes, and then it would go. You'd also get the +2 runes because potencies and all that stuff stack.
Yeah.
Or sorry, yeah. When you get the first one, you get all of them.
That's the one.
Unfortunately, that is not a feat I took. I should have, but I didn't think of that until.
Yeah, I thought you
There's the
did.
weapon
That's why I
list.
asked.
There you
just
go.
inventor.
I put it as Talas because apparently I'm selected on him.
Mm-hmm.
Dagger, longsword, dagger.
Oh, did I put dagger twice?
Mm.
I see that there
Yes.
accidentally.
Yeah.
Also, there's two hallards.
halberds. I
Yeah.
missed the B. All right.
Ooh, get it back to Corbin.
That's actually pretty good.
Those are really good weapons.
Bastard Sword's not bad. It's 2-handed D10.
That's the other one that I wanted then. Yeah. The other one's a
But also-
Rancer then.
Also, like, Vector Corbin's probably reach.
Most of the pole arms are reach.
Yeah.
The other one's a Rancer. The RSQR Rancer. Instead of one of the daggers. Sorry. Anyway.
It has shove and actually shove might be good. Also, what is raising?
Raising means it does more damage to like structures and objects.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's okay, especially if you're. It's only really good if you're fighting enemies that have shields.
Yeah.
But we don't.
All of them at very least have a +1 proficiency and striking.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
that's standard.
As for the rest,
Okay.
I you would have to figure out all the different abilities on them if you were going to really put them. I could work on the list for the future, but I didn't have an actual like full list.
You know,
ready.
I don't think these are gonna change. We can come back.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just come back later.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll perceive at the big door.
All right, go ahead. You'll take a look around the door, and it looks just like any doors that you've seen here before. No sign of any kind of traps, nothing that really stands out. Seems
Also,
relatively simple.
like listening to see if there's
Yeah,
any.
You won't hear anything in particular on the other side either.
Seems all quiet and clear. I'll open the door.
Opening the door. So, I'm gonna make this easy. This hallway is basically the hallway from the two sessions ago where you first came in. We're putting it in here, so it's got the red-orange lights and another summoning trap in the middle that Umbrin notices and allows you to avoid completely. We just insert what happened during that last 10 minutes over here. We switched the halls.
Fair enough.
Then I'll perceive at the other door at the end of this hallway.
Sounds good. You make it through this hall very successfully, because you did before, technically. Hey, another really good check. No, the door seems to have no sort of traps on it. There seems to be no noise that you can hear coming through it. It seems all very simple, and these doors here almost look as they are formed from like hardened magma with decorations of creatures on them, very similar to that statue in the one big room. Otherwise, quite simple.
I'll open the door.
Inside this chamber, which is fairly nondescript, what looks to be effectively a small volcano in here, with the top of it kind of glowing with fire, except kind of almost looking to be made of stone, is a feminine figure encased in the side of said volcano, with what looks to be a massive kind of like hole in her chest, between her bosoms, where her heart would be, except it's kind of like emanating fire, and you can almost see it like spurting with lava.
Do you think that's a metaphor for something?
That's a very bad acid reflux.
Yeah, that tracks.
Heartburn.
I have bad acid reflux. I believe it.
Much indigestion. You should have known better than to snack on those things.
True.
I mean, I'll detect magic.
I'm gonna say yes. It's a constantly burning volcano in the middle of this room. It probably wouldn't exist here without some level of magic.
I have volcano lore.
Oh my god!
If you want to roll volcano
lore,
this actually comes up.
Why do you have volcano lore?
Because of my spirit.
Oh, that tracks.
This actually is volcano lore time. Go ahead and roll it. So you'll know the figure in there isn't a statue. It's like the remains of someone that, gets burned away in a volcano kind of thing. In many ways. It was kind of like the ashen, those, it's an aspect of what remained of the person, almost, you could say.
Maybe she died in a fiery accident.
Yeah, maybe.
If you actually enter it, by the way, definitely stay away from the lava, because if you jumped into the lava, it'd instantly boil all of the water and you'd explode in your body and you'd explode. So stay away from it.
Is that how that works?
I try not to touch lava in general.
I've been curious.
That is actually how you would die if you fell into lava.
Yeah.
No, I figured.
I'm more for effects of ash and pyroclasm. I know there's you can find essences of people that are kind of fried away, that kind of their bodies kind of consume, but like,
Like,
you know.
That's the thing. Yeah, the pyroclastic flow. That's kind of more the ash kind of thing you're thinking of. Yeah.
Where you find almost the echoes of someone remaining behind about it. You know.
Yeah.
Which is creepy.
It's more boiling temperature ash than it is.
Yay. I mean, she was called the Pyroclastic Queen.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, earth and fire makes sense. So, you got a talking spell for us today?
No, now that we have someone who can talk it, I did not
Okay.
do the
Well,
talking one.
congratulations, you're the face.
Oh, awesome.
This is why I thought of taking it, but then when you said you were gonna take it, I'm like, I'll take Draconic.
Well, one of you could have took the reading, and one of you could have took the talking.
this was funnier and it's better.
I mean, the only other thing I could do is I could try to talk to spirits in the area.
I mean, what could I say?
How about start with, are you awake?
Hey, no, I'm just gonna talk in the sign language.
Like,
You
hey, you up?
You up?
Of course. I've just been waiting for you to say something. You're just kind of hanging out here in front of me. A little rude.
Oh, turn. Yeah, I mean they're up.
Anyway,
Sorry.
thanks for showing up. I take it I understand why you're here. You want to know something, right? You went
Yeah,
and beat up
something like
the Children of the Lava for that.
Yes.
That was
We
pretty
did that.
impressive. Normally, most people just, like, talk to them. Or convince them to let them pass.
You see,
Tends to be
he
suicide to
thought of
fight
that.
creatures
I
made of
like-
lava. Unless you got the right magic for it.
you know, he thought of that. I pointed like Umbrin, but we didn't.
We didn't listen to him.
I like you guys.
That would have been.
You're idiots.
That would have been smart. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assumption.
So-
I'm not an idiot. I'm smart.
What exactly you want to know? What have you come here to ask me, for sure?
It's another piece of the ritual, right?
Yes.
Is it? Do we know exactly what we
Yes,
need?
you were informed that she would know how to manifest the magical energy.
I'm gonna
Okay,
pass that to you.
Silver tongue mutagen. Oh, thanks. 1 second, please. My driving juice. No, I'm kidding.
I've seen that name.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we need to learn how to like manifest some of the like magical energies of this ritual we're trying to do, and we don't know how.
Who's going to be your speech person?
Ah, piss.
Who's talking?
Do we know?
Well,
who?
I think he means who's taking lead with the ritual. She means who's
Yeah.
taking lead with the ritual.
I
which
don't
think
know
would
if
be
we've-
Ixbanor.
Would it be Ixbanor? Okay, I didn't know if we had decided on that or not yet.
Do we know if it's a religion or primarily
Oh,
religion?
yeah, if it's
or
religion, it
primarily-
would be me.
It'd probably be
Yeah.
more religion than anything.
Then I would be taking.
Yeah, that guy in the black.
Okay. Can he speak at all?
Yeah, somewhat.
Can he understand me at all?
Right now, no, but he'll
Alright.
be able to in like a day.
I mean, I could hold on. Let me see something.
Because that is one of your prepared spells, right? It's not really an option right now.
Yeah.
Then can you explain it?
I can do translate to be able to understand her.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, he'd be able to understand. He just couldn't like talk back.
All right, then I don't have to talk that slowly.
Oh man.
So here, I'll cast. If you tell me, well, I'm guessing you're telling me
Mhm.
that she wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I'd be telling you.
Okay, I will cast translate.
All right, number 2. We got to get you something. You see, you're going to want to try to start manifesting the power to begin with. And then the rest of them are going to have to do it afterwards. It's, a process. What's an easy way of explaining this? You got magic, I assume, from looking at you. You scream magic. I haven't known many people.
I will shake my head yes.
I haven't seen many people that dress that black that don't use magic. Anyway, regardless, manifesting it without manifesting a spell is a different kind of skill. And you're going to have to try to do that there, too, to a degree. What you're going to have to do with this entire ritual is have everyone else that's involved with it, whether they're directly magical or not. There were some priests that didn't practice, except through words. You can manifest the energy, a little bit of soul energy almost. And this ritual helps bring that out. And that little bit of energy connects you together. Are you getting my drift here, at very least? The gist of it?
I will shake my head.
Great, okay. Stick your hand in my chest.
I will walk up and stick my hand in the hole.
Just, hold it there for a while and don't mind the pain.
God. This again.
Unfortunately, I can't help the fact I'm kind of made of lava now.
It's okay. I've walked through fire. Now I get to stick my hand in it.
It's almost just like you'll hear a voice directed more towards you, Calder. I don't know what he's saying. Just have him stick his hand in my chest.
Yeah,
I already stuck my
he gets
hand
it.
in.
He's just belly
Alright.
aching.
Yeah, I'm turning to I turn to I turn to Calder and say, you know, I'm starting to think Umbrin might be a masochist.
Yeah, I can see it. Actually, that would explain a lot now that I think about it.
Bite me.
Anyway,
Wait, that doesn't help.
I will require to start out with a nice will save.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Not a crap roll.
Not a crap roll. Not a great
Oh,
roll, but not,
not a
the
great
worst roll.
roll.
No.
Yeah.
All right. It hurts a lot. You're gonna take 6 fire damage right now as you kind of plunge your hand in there. As your hand begins to burn, I will need a check for you related to your magic skill, or since you're kind of multiple, whichever one of your choice. I want.
I guess my religion.
Hey. Cool. All right. I will need a second will save from you during this time. Thank you very much.
And I roll above a freaking 10.
Maybe. Better. Okay. I'm just going to roll one more thing here, as you'll take a little bit more damage over the time because you're keeping your hand in there. Only 3 more damage. Not bad at all overall. Could have been a lot worse in this entire endeavor. Anyway, you'll hear some words kind of like echoing in your mind, and it almost kind of seems like everything goes a little bit quiet except for the words that you talk as you're reaching your hand in there, and you begin to feel a beat, a rhythm, and it takes you a minute to figure out that it's your feeling heartbeat, a rhythm of a heart, something deep within inside. The energy that you're feeling and reaching into of what remains of this person, an echo of them now being probably of fire, rock, and lava, still has a heartbeat deep inside, something that echoes what they once had, a soul almost. and you begin to feel that soul, and they kind of draw you in with their words. Feel my soul, the rhythm, everything, my essence, my magic, the flames. They engulf you. You understand them. You can feel them. You can feel the fire deep within yourself then. It spreads through you. It is your essence, your core, your very being. Understand the very magic that flows through you. Magic is not just the energy that is all around us and essences of our world here too. It is also part of us, parts of our soul, parts of our being. It's where we manifest it from. We take our own soul and reach out into the world to have the effects around us, to have the great energies of magic around us manifest in the ways we want it to. You can feel your soul now, my soul. Understand it, feel the fire deep within you. That fire, hold on to it. You too can unleash that fire, that flame, that essence. When your words ring true, when your heart connects with the others, all of your fires will combine. That is what you must do. All right. You'll be able to pull your hand out, kind of singed and scarred a little bit now, with kind of like flecks of like what looks to be like cooling lava on top of it now, like making like little stone flecks on your hands. As you can almost feel like that same like kind of rhythm of heartbeat within yourself now. All right, fools.
Tell her that I understand.
It was quite fun for you to be here. But my slumber must be maintained for now. Until the next 100 more thousand years go by and another fool comes in. I'm probably going to have to manifest something at some point in time to rebuild everything you have messed up. Whatever. Good luck.
I will nod in her direction and walk away, going, mother.
Yeah, I whatever your dominant hand is just messed up right now. You know, it's just like
That's,
not.
Do you enjoy doing that or something, or?
No!
I'm messing with you.
Do you want me to put your face in there?
No, thank you.
I'm going to pull out my healing wand
Fair.
and heal my hand a bit.
Okay.
Magic, ain't it something?
Oh, well.
Whoa.
A little bit of healing. You kind of like tap yourself, and a little bit of it kind of heals up. Though you'll notice the strange stone flecks that are now in your hand don't seem to be going away.
Lovely.
Well, you healed the exact amount of damage you took.
Yeah, true.
No,
You took
I healed
damage
3.
twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you took 6 the first
okay.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a third of the damage.
Yeah.
That could be worse.
Yeah. But
was
it's a
definitely
level.
possible.
It's just a small healing
Yeah,
wand.
just
Oh,
like-
wait, why didn't you use the 2-action version of the heal for the extra 8?
Oh shit! I should have.
I mean,
Actually,
you
here.
could just say you did. You were healing just
Yeah.
yourself. There's no reason.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
say
there'd be no reason not to, like, realistically.
That was stupid of me.
You got, but now your like hand
Months.
has like weird stone flecks embedded in your skin.
I'll just roll another d8.
Is that? No, 8 flat. Just like
I-
/r space 8.
Oh, it's just 8.
Yeah, it's just 8. Is that a?
No, it's a.
If you do slash R.
Yeah, /r
8,
space
it
8,
should-
like this. Then you can just do that
yeah, you
because
can
it
then
adds a
heal.
flat 8 to the healing.
Yeah, and now you can hit heal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to hit the heal button. You could have done it
Yeah.
off Calder's
Oh
as well.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
Testing out doing
So
it.
is that
testing.
like
there. I'm fully healed now.
Cool.
Like,
book.
anyways, giving him stone flex in his hand payback for all the stuff he did to Bander.
Technically not. I didn't even think about that one there. We can pretend it is now that you've mentioned it, but I did honestly think about it.
Okay, whoever has to run through, if we have to run through fire, put something in fire, I'm not it next time.
Fair.
Okay. Well, now you've gained 3 parts of this. The parts you've gained are basically the words, the motions, and the magical essence. Now there's just the final part which puts everything together. What did I describe that as? I have to remember my actual descriptive words that I gave you for when you went to Morag. The Ancient. Looking at my notes here, if someone's got them before me.
I forget.
I know, I'm trying to see where I put that there.
The funny part is I could have took for my 6th rank prepared spell, I could have took dragon form, but you'd be like, hey, Morag! I'm a dragon too.
I'm a dragon too. Look at me. We're friends.
Mine's dragons written so many times in my notes.
Dragons.
You're obsessed with them.
Fair.
So funny enough, that has nothing to do with my notes.
Totally. Anyway, so but regardless, you've got one last stop then. Morag. His chamber, which you can easily navigate your way to. The door to Morag's chamber seems more unusual. It is in a position that seems to be very different than many of the other chambers that have the seals on top of it. It seemingly is towards the top of the room, very near to where the passage that lead up to where the dragon that you met up above Alatar was. And still waits, technically.
Yes.
We're working on it. Don't.
He might not be dead.
Nonetheless, the door has no handles as far as you can say. You can still see the same seal on it, but you see no sign of any kind of handles or places to grab the door. Perhaps once you break the seal, you can kind of reach your fingers in there or something like that, but that seems to be it. The door just seems to have a basic seal on top of it.
Can I make a perception check?
Sure. Want to take a little bit more of a look on there? I won't stop you from rolling. You'll take a pretty good look there, and yeah, it's strange that you can't even tell how the door should move. There's no hinges on the outside. It just seems to be kind of like a door flush here. You can see the shape of the door and how it's positioned here, but except for the seal that seems to be right in the middle between these two fairly simple doors, there really is not sure. And the doors are still decorated, but it seems to be each door seems to be of a different type of dragon. 2 different types of dragons that seem to be just looking at each other. One of them does seem to be the same type as Alatar. The other seems to be a different type of dragon.
I'll detect magic?
Yes. Again.
Well, I mean,
everywhere.
See if there's anything. Well,
Yeah.
I meant specifically trying to concentrate on the door. Is there maybe some kind of?
Detect magic it does give you information other than yes.
I know, but I'm trying to think of what other information it would give you that would be very helpful here.
Is there anything maybe on the door itself that is?
It also allows you to roll an identify magic check to learn things.
Sure,
about stuff.
roll an identify magic check then. I will have to have you do this to kind of understand what.
I mean, that you have to tell us what the discipline is because it depends on religion, occult, arcana.
Probably arcana for this one.
Oh, that's bad for me.
I'll have to look. Let me look up to see if there's anything else. Where is that here?
I get a whopping 2 to Arcana.
that the one? Sorry, I'm checking something here. You rolled a 10. What would it be if it was your best stat?
If it was my religion, that would be a 31.
Okay.
If it was my occult, it would be a 27.
Here, how about I give you? I'm just gonna give you this.
Cognitive meter then. Ooh, plus 30.
You become trained in one
intelligence.
intelligence-based skill chosen at the time of creation. So I'm gonna do Arcana just because. So okay.
Fair.
Because honestly,
Oh, yeah,
I can't be the only one.
if I become trained in Arcana, that gives me a massive boost.
Yeah, it gives you a boost of your level. So
Yeah,
Well, your level. Yeah, you're level.
level plus 2.
yeah. So
Sorry,
that'd be a
trying to look up
25
stuff.
then.
You've made this more difficult than it needed to be.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Mods, make the GM do more work.
Yeah.
GM, are
Uh-huh.
you telling me you don't have every magical effect on every item that we might possibly run into?
No,
because we
if you
stepped out?
broke the seal, you would have seen what it did. It would have been simple. None of
Listen,
these
we're
have been
terrified of-
dangerous.
Listen, we could break the seal
Hey,
on one of
it's
your
a
artifacts, and it
dragon
could
and
be
we
like
don't
the
know.
demon core.
Look, if it's
We don't want this place
dangerous,
to go
we'll walk
Chernobyl.
right into it. If it's not dangerous, we'll spend 20 minutes in front of it.
Yeah.
The player's dilemma.
I know. I think the magic seems familiar to you, but you don't know what it is. I'll tell you that much. It seems like it might have some similarities, perhaps maybe like a teleportation effect, because it seems similar to one other magic you've seen before. It's different, but it has some similarities to the strange wall that took you to the Netherworld. Is that Netherworld, right? It's the current
Yeah.
plane of shadow name.
The shadow, playing the shadow, yeah.
I think it's called Netherworld now.
It might be Netherworld.
But I'm trying to remember. But yes, there's something similar to that.
I mean, I
on
have
the
shadow
door,
plane lore, so.
but it is different than that. It's not the same.
Okay. I
Now-
think
now
when we
here-
break the seal, we're going to be transported to like another sub-dimension or something.
Okay, is there any writing on the door?
No.
Okay.
You've just been identified that this is the door to Morak's place. Let me switch things.
Oh, I guess I break the seal.
All right.
Prepare your guys
I'm
selves.
kidding.
As you kind of break away the seal, the door itself will disappear in a blue light, and it will just be this wall of blue light that now fills the place of the door. As far as you can tell, it is some kind of portal now. It is definitely a different portal than you saw before, but you have not seen a portal other than that one to understand the magic behind it necessarily.
Oh yeah?
Don't you dare.
Planar rift lore!
Okay.
How many lore skills do you have?
I get a lot because of my spirits.
So basically, he gets a lore. Each of his spirits grants a lore skill, and I think at this point he has 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you try to draw upon the knowledge of your spirits because they are connected with some of the energies of the planes themselves. And as you kind of think, you're like, I'm not picking up anything.
That's short. Yeah. I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But it is a warm, basking light from it. While certainly the Nether portal, I mean, it's to the Netherworld. It's a place of shadows and darkness that's connected to our own plane. It has maybe not necessarily it has a kind of a cool kind of feeling to it. Maybe not like a dangerous feeling, but a coldness to it. The shadows. This is a warm, inviting feeling to the light of this entire door.
Well, we do know dragons in this world are like divine servants, so it might be some kind of like divine realm.
Maybe.
Only one way to find out. Ixbanor steps
I
into the
toss Ixbanor
Okay.
I start to step forward and you kick me the rest of the way.
Go ahead.
Move it, nerd.
Only one way to
Well,
And then I step in behind him.
Okay.
no time like the present, I guess. I go into.
Talas will give a sigh and follow you also. Anyway, stepping through the light, you will kind of find yourself emerging in a area that is strange and mysterious. It's the easiest way to describe it, as you are on a bridge of light above nothingness. At first glance, it's nothingness, but then you begin to realize it's an area filled with stars. It is the night sky itself surrounding you. A walkway of light that leads to yet another similar doorway to the one that you just entered.
I quickly take a few steps forward so as not to get trampled by whoever comes through next.
Move it.
I'll roll a perception check because these hallways haven't been the safest.
Yeah. You'll kind of take a look around here, kind of trying to kind of focus on it. Is you don't see walls or floors or anything. It just seems like you are suspended in a void of some kind. This small walkway
You feel weightless?
with nothing around it. Oh, you feel like you're connected to the walkway, certainly speaking.
Okay.
You know, the walkway seems to have it, this beam of light, which goes for maybe about 200 feet to another door. But there are these just like flecking stars that sometimes you can see small movements of maybe a shooting star off there. It is beautiful. And sometimes you take note of something that looks a little like a constellation, you know, but maybe a little different too. It's hard to tell if this is the night sky you know about or just stars themselves or something different.
Is this the astral plane?
I could try to make a blother planar rift check.
Sure.
I could also roll Arcana probably.
Yeah.
Or is planes... Actually, planes I think is religion.
You'll kind of try to focus on this and kind of think about it, and this feels weirdly planar, but you just don't know what this is, you know? There isn't enough here right now to kind of tell. You're in this place where, except for the beam of light you're on, there is no light, but nothing seems dark. It's just a sky of stars.
I'm calling it astral plane. Let's move on.
As I said, after about 200 feet, there is another one of these doorways. This one is open already. A door of pure light at the end of the hall, at the end of the walkway.
Okay, so we can't see what's on the other side.
Nope.
I'll saunter in first again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be very close behind.
Okay. You want me to go next, or should you want to?
I think that was to you, Calder.
Yeah, I can go next.
Okay. Alright. So, the order, which will matter, is Ixbanor, Umbrin, Calder, and Talas. Might not matter for Talas, I'll figure that's going out better. Ixbanor, please roll me a d4.
Dang it! It was a Dark Souls fog cloud.
You explode.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you will emerge into an area that glows green. The walkway you are on is kind of bubbling and dripping with strange green slime that kind of falls down from it as the walls are covered in this kind of greenish, kind of almost pustules and slime, and down below is a bubbling pool of green glowing liquid. The entire area is acrid with the smell that's places like you'd find in an alchemist shop of acid and other harsh chemicals.
Unpleasant.
This pathway that seems to be made of kind of like a black stone continues forward for a little while before ending in yet another portal. But as you can see, there's kind of occasionally these kind of slippily kind of gloops that come down and kind of hit the walkway, and then kind of eventually like kind of shift a little bit off and fall off on the side down below, as this is kind of drip onto the walkway, and the entire area is definitely choking and acrid. I will need you to make me a I think fortitude save. Pretty good. All right. Your time in an alchemy shop has gotten you that you're not necessarily used to this, but you know what to do when you like smell chemicals like this. You like put your put some stuff on that you've had to deal with, probably from your own equipment that you kind of like have dealt with, some harsh acrid chemicals before. Protecting you from some of the stuff that can be very nasty to smell in. So you kind of like give you a little bit of protection for yourself that you probably could make your way through here, but it certainly is not pleasant.
Okay.
I will need another check from you, as there are these drips coming from the ceiling. Unless you want to enjoy some drips coming in on you.
Nope.
So,
reflex, did you say?
If you want to do reflex, I will accept a nice reflex save here.
Well, what did you say? Did you say?
I said I did not give you an exact skill for this one here.
Oh.
I was going to ask you, how would you try to avoid these? Was going to be my question.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I was giving you an option of if you wanted to be creative and try to avoid these drips that seem to kind of hit here and then kind of eventually roll off the passage. These things that you can very tell are horrific and kind of acrid, and you're assuming are part of the horrible kind of acidy pool of chemicals down below.
Yeah, let's go with just dodging.
Okay, just gonna try to dodge out of the way. I guess give me an acrobatics check then. Let's see how well you can be acrobatic and dodging out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You already made a save. I'm trying to give you a skill check now. Skill and save.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's a pretty good
Not
check.
great.
Not
okay.
the best.
Actually, yeah, that is okay.
That's
Yeah,
an okay
it's-
check. It's an okay check.
Yeah.
So, as you're going in through here, you unfortunately will get splashed and hit by a little of these things here and there along the way. You're not going to be able to fully miss them. But fortunately speaking, you're going to do a good enough job that you're only going to get little splashes here and there. So I'm going to roll a bit of damage here that you'll take. And this is what you're going to hit with acid damage. 10 acid damage. Not a bad roll. And that's over the entire course of the thing as you're kind of trying to dodge, whip, and weave amongst these entire things. But eventually you'll be able to get to the other side and head once again through the light. Umbrin, I need you to roll me a dice. If you can roll me you can either roll me a d4 and we'll re-roll 3, or you can roll a d3. I'll take either.
I'll just roll a d4. It's easier.
Cool. All right. So, as you kind of emerge, you will find yourself in a tunnel of green, where you're walking on some kind of strange vine beneath you, where there are these kind of bulbous kind of bulbs of varying colors all along the place. As you'll kind of like walk in, you see no sign of Ixbanor, but you see these kind of puffs of kind of colored clouds coming from these things.
Can I make a nature check?
Sure. They're plants pumping out something. Anyway. I will need you, though, because this clouds of horrific spores are coming out here. Make me a will save.
You'd love making me make will saves.
Sure. Pretty good check,
As far as
though.
I'm aware, it's one of your better.
Yeah, my saves are 20, 19, 20, so...
You honestly, you could have had more difficult, like, checks though. Like you rolled the will save area. I'll tell you that one, at least for saving throw. So certainly speaking, you're still getting some of these, like, you know, the cloud is, you're getting deep in the cloud, you're still getting hit by some of these spores and stuff, and you can smell in the air, and your head feels a little woozy. Like there's something bad about this stuff. You probably shouldn't remain here long, but you're keeping focus, at least for now. It does seem as though there's these kind of like jets of almost like clouds of like gas or spores coming out from these plants, pollen maybe even. These, I basically, a good way to describe them is like almost like circular mushroom thingies. Sorry, brain breaking. Not spore pods, not gas pods. Puffballs.
Puffballs, okay.
They look kind of like puffballs, except they kind of spew out stuff from them occasionally. And there's these clouds of stuff around, as they seem to be all along this hall. And occasionally, like, they kind of spew across the area. It looks like you might have to do something to try to avoid the spews, or like try to, you know, either time them out or plan out, like, getting around them or something, if you're going to cross here. As much as you're getting some of that gas you know, it might not be good to get hit directly by it. What do you want to do? Try to cross through the hallway. As far as you know, Ixbanor's already gone to the other side. Maybe he ran ahead of you.
Yeah. I guess acrobatics?
Sure, acrobatics is fine. Use that to kind of dodge and twist out of the way. 28 is a good check, though. So you'll kind of like flip and twist amongst them and manage to get your way without really getting any kind of extra difficulties with them here, and manage to get to the other side quickly and enter into light.
What's up?
Calder. You can roll me a d4. There's 2 options left.
How about just a D2, because it's a 1 or a 2?
I know. All right.
Got
Calder.
it too.
So you are going to enter an area where you seem to be on some kind of branch, an area of plants, except this tunnel is surrounded by what look to be massive thorns. But these thorns are tiny and razor sharp, and they cover the branch in front of you. Little tiny stabbing things.
Oh, great.
It looks maybe impossible to traverse this path without getting stabbed a little bit.
Well,
There also seems to be occasionally in areas writhing vines that kind of go along the walls that seem to be parts of like other plants that are moving around, covered in more of like kinds of thorns and spines.
yeah. I have a plan, I think.
Can't you fly?
No, not without someone else casting the spell.
No, I thought at the moment you have wings.
No, it's just no. If someone casts, so basically, if someone casts a fly spell on him, he grows wings.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
because
Yes,
of that.
in this place, because he has an ancestor
Oh,
from
yeah,
this
I could've-
place, it activates.
I also could have done that. I could have just given myself flight.
Well.
I didn't even think about it.
It wouldn't have helped too much. Like, you would have, the flight here, if you ended up rolling this place, probably would have helped you a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a piece of fire ammunition
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fire it into the brambles and see if that can affect them at all.
Okay, sure. You take a piece of fire a bramble. It'll kind of like, it looks as though you shooting that will maybe perhaps kind of like draw back some of the moving brambles for a while. It looks like maybe if you shot a couple of these along the way, I won't make you make an attack roll. They're not difficult to hit. But if you want to use some of the ammunition and use that as an entire thing, you could perhaps keep the brambles. It's a resource you're using anyway, too.
Well, when all else fails, shoot at it.
I accept the resource. You still are going to have to deal with the fact that your feet are going to get cut up by like horrific needles piling into them. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
naturally.
take damage. This is you don't have to make a save. You just take some damage path. You roll. Anyway.
Fair.
So
How much ammunition would you
14
say I spent
damage.
here? I have 20 pieces.
you'll have to probably use 5 shots along the way, I'd say, to like really get them not to attack you. It does seem as though perhaps some of these vines would have attacked you if you had not convinced them not to along the way. But you basically used ammunition instead of having to make a skill check. I'll take that. So, yes. And then poor Talas gets the reflex area. Because we have the Fort Will and reflex save area.
Oh. Yeah, his
I'm not going to roll for him. He's just going to get beat up a little bit.
That's fair.
I'll kind of describe it. His area was this area of crystal that was like humming with strange things. And if he made too much noise, they would do extra stuff. So you kind of had to be like kind of stealthy. But like the hum still like there. Like you kind of had to like maneuver yourself in such a way to avoid like the crystals itself in kind of ways. It was reflex based. I'm not describing it well because I'm kind of summarizing. Anyway. But all of you will find yourself in the same chamber, arriving at the same time, but from different directions. No longer is there a door of light behind each of you. You are in a strange circular chamber where you can feel the light of sun and the chirping of birds and plants all around you. The chamber itself is a dome of some kind with partially open walls that seem to reveal the sky and sun outside, a bright day. In the center of this chamber is a stone statue of a dragon, one that appears of the second type on the original door. It seems to be the only thing in this chamber, save for the light kind of filtering through to this kind of half-filled dome shape where like as I said, it's kind of like almost windows in the walls, you know, like it's kind of, so it's got kind of like half circles in like the walls that kind of fill out the sides of the dome. So the top of the dome is there with maybe a couple like holes in it to give some light on the statue, but it's mostly like these sides in the walls where you can kind of see out, but you're not really getting good view of what's outside of there. You can just see kind of like a little bit of the sky here chirping. But yeah, you're all coming from different cardinal directions into this room.
Break time?
Yeah, we'll take break time. Thank you. I was thinking about that actually there. I was just checking something.
Sorry, I was paying attention to the thing.
Yeah, cool. Okay. I think we will take our break here. This is a very good time here as I'm looking at the clock here. Good call, Wyrm. So, yeah. We'll take our break here where you've all arrived in the nice little statuary room and see how that goes there. We can find out what's happening here in return. So if you need a snack, drink back in the break, go ahead and take them, and we're back in a little. Into the stream and start talking again. And welcome back, everybody. Our break's over. Woo! Woo! We returned. Woo! I'm raising the roof. Anyway.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of water. That's fine.
It's fine. I'm doing stupid stuff. Don't mind me. You know, I'm just being an idiot. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna redo that. So, hey, we left off. All of you are in this interesting stone dome-shaped chamber with areas of the sides of the dome kind of open up to the sky. You can see sky, you can hear birds, you can smell fresh air, you can see sunlight, but you really can't see much beyond looking out of these kind of holes in the side of the dome. They're big enough that if you wanted to go through them, you could, but you can't really see anything through them. You know, they are like large areas that are openings to the sides of the dome. And then there's just simple kind of stone dome here, little bits of holes in like the top of the dome to let some light in here, and this stone statue of a dragon, very well made in the center of this entire area, as you are just someplace. No sign of any kind of door. Like all of you just appear at the same time in this chamber from the different cardinal directions.
That was weird.
One of you has like painful feet. The other one has like, you know, so acid burns. The other guy is like Talas got like bleeding from his ears a little bit.
I'm perfectly fine.
And he keeps saying, "What?"
A few little patches of my fur like burned off.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Talas just keeps going, "What? What did you say?" Ow!
Did the spores do that to you guys?
Spores. I just came from a big tree.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't call acid spores.
Yeah, don't go through that door, by the way. There's
There was a loud noise and I can't hear any of you. Why'd you run ahead?
I...
What?
yeah, this, yeah. Well,
I think we might have went to different places.
yeah, probably. Now we just got to figure out where we are now.
Our dome.
Man, why didn't I think of that?
Thunderdome.
As you say that, you'll hear thunder in the distance.
Crap! I guess I'll look around.
Sure. You kind of take a look around, kind of walking the perimeter of the area. As I said, you think you could get on the outside of the dome if you really wanted to. But
Don't want to.
looking outside, you just kind of see sky and light, and you can definitely tell that it is deep in the day. You know, it's nice and bright outside there. You can kind of hear some bugs and birds chirping in the distance, you know, very nice, pleasant noises. You're getting kind of like a sweet smell coming in of, you know, flowers and stuff. So it's a very pleasant kind of feeling here. But except for like the kind of entire stone floor here, stone dome, and a stone statue of a dragon, there does not seem to be anything else here. No signs of the doors you came in on, portals or otherwise. There is no door here, just the statue.
I'll approach the statue. Is there any writing
I
on the
will as well.
base or anything?
No writing, no markings. It's just a statue of a dragon. And again, as I said, it's a similar type to the other door that you had seen. So
Right.
different type than Alatar.
Hello?
I'll try speaking in the sky language.
Mhm.
Are you alive?
There will be no response to either of you.
No, I don't think this one's
I'll
up.
speak in Draconic. Hello?
You'll all hear a noise of something kind of coming up, and you'll hear, someone there?
The hell?
Something coming from outside.
Yes?
Hello?
What? How'd you get in there? Who's in there? It's speaking Draconic.
A group who is, are you Morag?
Morag? You're at the shrine to the Morag and his fallen. You did not know this? Please come out. I wish not to squeeze myself down to a form, tiny one. Unless you are big and somehow squeezing in there. Then apologize. I do not think I can get you out.
Are you Morag?
No. I merely watch after this place.
How do we get out? There doesn't appear to be any doors.
There are
Holes
holes in the
that we could
walls.
go through.
I've
Yeah.
tried this multiple times. For you, it's
you
really
made it-
easy.
I thought they were like high up. That's why I was confused.
No,
Okay.
I said they were like at your level on the wall, so that they're like almost windows, but you can kind of they're just at an angle that you can't really see down from them. They're
What's
kind of
being said?
Oh, he's telling us to go outside.
Oh.
it's probably pretty easy for you to kind of crawl outside.
Go outside.
As you kind of will all crawl outside of this place, you will find yourself in what is described as a beautiful place. It is a place of flowers and plants and trees. What looks to be, though, it kind of goes on for a short while before it kind of like tapers off. Maybe perhaps you're on the top of some kind of hill or maybe like on a cliff face. You can't really tell for sure. But there is a large dragon. One that seems to be of a similar type to Alatar. A little smaller than him, certainly speaking. Kind of like got his one claw in his kind of fangs, kind of like clicking it as he's kind of thinking, as he's kind of like looking down at you. Hello there, tiny creatures. Did you wander in from the forests nearby? Talking to you, Ixbanor. And, why are you all in the guise of the lower beings?
We are lower beings.
Well, I would assume you are, but them.
We all are.
So, like you, they are a small creature of the woods, but have learned to take on the form of the lower beings. Like many of my kin, learned the ability to take on the form of them. To watch after them. Fascinating.
No.
Tell me, small woodland animal, where did you learn such magic and such words? It is rare that any of your kind learn higher languages. Most of the time it's squeak, squeak, skr, 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 squeak, squeak.
That's important. Definitely not forbidden magics. Anyway, we came seeking Morag.
Well, you are too late. Morag has passed from this world. He has ascended to a higher plane and left behind his mortal form. This shrine is to mark his great work on uniting our people with those of the lower beings.
Well, how did he get to the higher plane?
An interesting question. I don't know if I could answer that one very well, small woodland creature. You will have to work on your mastery of changing into lower beings. I know you can do it soon, small woodland creature. You can join your friends then. But, no. That is the question that is very hard to answer. How does anyone find themselves beyond their own body? Morag chose a life of mortality in many ways, by, rather than just transforming, complete body and soul into something lesser than his own. He gave up much of the power that grows within our frames as we, of the kindred of the sky, the beings, the great dragons. As we are, and giving up that essence eventually doomed him to losing a physical form, rather than just accepting a death, though. Or perhaps he did accept it. Something called to him, something changed of him, and he ascended to something beyond both dragon and mortal. Perhaps the great divinity in all of us grew to something far beyond any of us could have imagined. Though that is a rarity, many of us still falter to age itself, though not as much as tiny creatures such as yourself. Even though you may transform into the lower beings, perhaps that would give you a century more, small woodland creature. And I say good for you, but your times are oftentimes so short, my friend.
You know, I've been impolite. What's your name? I'm Ixbanor.
Ah, welcome, Ixbanor. I'm the Vane, the Watcher. Put his name here in chat for you. You have found yourself and your beings ascending to such great lengths within the garden that I watch. This place was once Morag's. It is said that this was a little bastion of our people within our territory, a beauty of our magic, a place where nature could grow in greatness.
Hmm. Well, we came here searching for a piece of a ritual.
Ritual, you say? Interesting. Is it to help your forms that you are now? What sort of ritual would you seek?
One that can summon a spirit to take us into the sun.
I see. You seek the blessings of the sky and sun itself. You seek... Words will come from its mouth, but all of you will not understand the word it says. As if it says a name, but something is distorting it from you being able to understand it.
Well, I think there's only one person who could possibly understand it,
No,
because none of us speak Draconic.
Well, no. He's
like
see,
you
the
can
name-
understand he's saying Draconic, but when he says this name, it isn't in Draconic. It is something is wrong with the words as he says it. It breaks down from you being able to understand it. It's like a glitch in reality almost.
Gotcha.
It is incredibly strange. A distortion that, like, the words, like, just in your mind break.
You talking about this? Oh, actually, is he trying to say the sun goddess's name, maybe?
I think so.
Fortunately, I am not an expert on such rituals, though many of my brethren have chosen to forego their roles as the original Watchers and join with the various gods. I do not. I know Morag did, and I respected his decisions.
Well... Did he have any records or scrolls or books?
Had
Maybe he
anything,
left something in there.
I would have assumed he would have kept it with those that he was brethren with on his mortal side. Nothing of here. This is merely a place to look after his memory, in many ways.
I'll relay to everyone like what's going on and basically be like, do you have any ideas what we can do here?
Is his spirit still around?
I mean, he said he ascended to a higher plane.
I'm sure
You said this is
if
to
you
look
had-
after his
his
You
memory.
said this is to look after his memory. Is there a way to talk to this memory?
I've not tried it itself, but if there is any place that you could call a spirit or connect to something beyond the veil, this would be it. It's a place where it is said what left of his mortal remains burned to nothingness.
I could try something here then.
Are you the only one that speaks a language of its higher beings, small woodland creature? Sorry, Ixbanor.
Yes, I am the only one who learned it.
Give me a moment. I think I recall a way here to speak memories. It has been eons since I have mastered this. He's going to actually kind of think for a moment and then kind of say something that sounds like a when you speak magic, you almost kind of speak in like a kind of a tongue or something like that. That is derogatory of the magical words and stuff like that. That usually is based on your language. This sounds like it's something of the similar from Draconic, but it also sounds something different. You know he's casting some form of spell, but again, it feels different in many ways than the magic you use. Forgiveness Do you all understand me now? You do?
Yes, thank you.
Excellent. You may speak your words too. The magic should allow us to communicate across knowledges. Apologies I did not do that earlier. It is old magic that I did not remember using for some time. Ixbanor and your transformed woodland creature friends, it is good to see all of you here. Please, though, if you wish to try to convey your spirits and magics with Morag's soul, feel free. Small creatures such as yourself are welcome here.
I might be able to try to contact his spirit.
Where are his remains?
I believe the statue that is in there marks the final resting place. The structure of this memorial was built in the specifications he gave. The statue itself is of Morag to a degree. I believe there were more eccentricities, but his kind of dragon is expressed in that statue more, marking the true location. The stone itself to allow the essence of the nature around you to enter into you while you are there without you being truly in it. Perhaps a metaphor for his time where he walked amongst creatures that were a different kind, where he could only look from that to the outside where his place originally belonged, but chose a life outside of there. That's what I believe to have interpreted the reason behind it, at least.
Well, thank you very much for your time then. We will see if we can't find a way to contact him.
Yes, it's very much appreciative of your help.
Surprised that any of you knew my language as creatures that mimic lower beings. I would think that our language would not have spread that far.
I mean, there's still remnants of it that I was able to learn through books and such.
Remnants? Why would there be remnants? We have not interacted with your kind. Morag was one of the first. I guess there have been a few other times, but you do not seem to be of the... he'll say another word that'll kind of break for a minute. It's not going to be as hard of a break, or he's going to basically taste two more words that'll kind of break. You seem neither of those kind.
What is it that you're saying?
He's going to like kind of look puzzled. As best as you can tell, a dragon looking puzzled. The other higher species of the lower lands. I guess maybe perhaps you do not have encounters with them. Your legends perhaps speak of them, those that are children of the sky or the children of the earth. I'm sure they would spread.
We have talked to the children of the stars.
You found them in their hiding place?
They let us in.
They found us.
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess because you transform and change, that might have interested them. But they keep to themselves so much. Like us, they are more watchers in this world.
We stumbled and crashed around through the forest long enough to just annoy them and let us in.
Strange story you have. Strange story indeed. You are odd creatures, but I do like you. You are at least polite for being such odd creatures.
I thank you.
Thank you.
You're quite polite as well.
No, thanks. That's pretty good.
How will you plan on leaving this place, if you can confer with Morag? I do not see wings on your back, and we are of a place high above the world that you know below.
I look at the. You said we might be on like a hill or a cliff. I look at that edge and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, I can fly.
I can fall with style.
You think you
Yeah,
can
same.
traverse from here, but how did you find your way here? I first had thought that you were creatures of this place that had ascended to something higher. But as we speak words of it, if you have truly seen the children of the stars, it means you are travelers.
We found our way through
Some
Morag's
plane. I think
crypt?
it was the.
that was in a floating city.
And you were guests of the sky. That makes sense then. But you found a what?
Portal.
A portal to the entrance of here.
The other side led us into that building.
An old trick from Morag? No. Strange. I would think no means of teleportation or travel would allow you to come here. This place is blocked by magic. It's protected. It is the grave of a great ancient, in many ways. The wrong forces could misuse that very knowledge and power.
It wasn't a safe trip. We did have to traverse some dangers.
Still, to end up from a city here, it sounds so unusual.
Perhaps Morag left a way open.
Perhaps. It's an indeed an unusual thing. I'll have to ponder it. Maybe that's something I should be ready for.
I would doubt there would be many more visitors through that portal.
Why not? There are plenty more of the people of the sky.
Well, not-
Many of them have left.
To where?
and many more have died.
What? What are you talking about?
There was a war of sorts, and so many of them the survivors left.
There's been
the
no
city.
such things. I would have been aware of it. What insanity are you speaking of? I'm sure if I traveled, I could find my way to one of their places. But it is not my kind. Not my place to do such things. Not my place to leave here. Speak strange stories and strange riddles. You show up in a place you should not. Strange creatures indeed.
Huh.
I
What
think we
year is it?
What year would we know it as, like, the players? Sorry, characters.
I'm going to tell you, if you ask him, he can confer information you would not understand because it would be different calendars.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Nah, that's very true.
Yeah. So he will give an answer. It's just going to be a date that isn't like one you understand.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one that doesn't
I'm-
work with our calendar system.
So I'm still going to pocket that information. I'm actually going to like pull out a notebook and write it down, and so that way I can potentially confer with the dragon below because I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. You know what I just thought of? He did say some of the stars looked familiar, and we recognize some of the constellations in a way. If it was a different time, that would explain why the constellations would be might be different.
That's true.
Why do you ask this question?
Well,
Date
you
should-
said that.
The date should not
You
matter.
said that. Well, you said that there has not been a war, and you would know if there was, which means it's potentially we came from after the war back to before the war.
Interesting.
I don't get it.
The
We may
the
have
protections on this
traveled
place
through more
would
than
protect
just
it against space, planar travel, not time itself. Why send someone from the future if this is true? Why send them to here?
I do not know.
Interesting. You said you sought a ritual. You said you sought to connect with the sun, yes?
Correct.
Hmm.
Or at least the sun in the city of the sky, where there is a remnant of the power of the sun.
Which of the cities do you speak of?
I don't. Did we ever get a name of that city?
Ooh, I
I don't
cannot
think we ever
recall. If I
Oh
don't-
wait, is. Oh no, he probably stayed on the other side of the portal.
Talk would have not accompanied you probably because it was a weird portal unless you asked them, and you don't
Yeah.
think they did.
Funny enough, I feel like it might have just been called like Sky City or like.
We know there was more than one. We know that there at least was.
You know, it was one of the two capitals too.
Yeah, it was one of the two
Oh.
capitals. We know.
Celtisanan.
So, that city still thrives as far as I know. So if you truly are from the future in a time when it's long since abandoned, I would have questions. But I feel like if you're here, either I am a dream or you are a dream to me. Do you understand what I said?
You could be an echo of the past.
And I could be touching an echo of the future at the same time. Something sent to me that's not quite there, but also there. I do not think there is the magic to truly travel through time, but echoes could reach out to each other in the right circumstances. And Morag probably wanted these circumstances. A grand war is going to come, one which will drive the sky and earth. This is information that I need to know. Perhaps what fate arrives to my own people and what happens in the future is important to me to know that, to act.
Well,
This is something that has happened. This interaction. In essence of creating time itself. Very well. Since you have assisted me with this knowledge, I will ask no more questions. I assume what has been given to me already, what words you have said, is the knowledge that you had to give me. That there is something coming, something dangerous, something deadly, something that my people need to prepare for, or make other plans for, something that my people need to know about in order to affect our true future, and to make it what your future is for them. On the other hand, it seems as though you have a future that is needed. If the people of the sky and earth are gone, I can only assume that the great power of sky and earth are gone from the lands ahead. Do not say yes or no. I'm going to make assumptions now. That means you are looking for something that remains. The sun. What's that? Celsius now. The knowledge that Morag could give you could perhaps be of the ritual itself. Perhaps that knowledge is gone as he has gone from this world, and gone maybe even more in your world. As a servant of the sun, he very well could have traveled with the sun, or joined with it if its essence went away, however matter of that is. Wherever the sun has hidden itself, it can't go away forever, but maybe change where it is. The cosmos is great and vast. A thought. Sorry, I distracted briefly. But do you know the words and rhythms of your own ritual? The one that you are trying to learn?
We know the words, the
Yes.
dance, the.
I know the rhythm.
The rhythm is important. But I think the final thing is, rhythm itself will not be what you need. There needs to be an extra essence, an extra snap, in order to connect up with the divine. It is something that we, as higher beings, as great beings of the sky, and essence of the world above, the stars, things that are not a true people, but things of these things, understand to a greater degree. It is why those that choose to serve the gods align with them in many ways. We are divine and can align and connect to the divine. As we grow older, that power grazes. Something like Morag found a way to ascend nigh to demigodhood. Perhaps if Morag chose, they could have become a god themselves, but they chose to limit themselves. It's a fascinating story. To become connected with another being, rather than allow themselves to become so great. Sacrifice for the greater good. Regardless, you might not find Morag there. He might not answer. Because I don't think he's there when you are. Now he is here. He would not answer. I do not think. Because you are here but not here. You understand? So,
Yes.
No.
I can give you the answer that you seek. He's
So
going to kind of reach around to his side and kind of feel around on himself and pull off a scale. And then he'll kind of, once again, in the kind of sort of like magic language he spoke before, say something to the scale. And then he'll kind of reach it down towards, at first you, Ixbanor, but then realizing it's like the size of you, reach it over to one of your friends.
I'll reach out for it.
When you do your ritual, have that in amongst all of you.
Thank you.
Use it as a focus. It is a gift from me. It is raw. It is not Morag. It is not his knowledge. But the power I have and the greatness I have can be inferred upon you. A fraction of my own divine essence through time and space has been given to you. A blessing of Navan, the Watcher. I will watch over this world until I cannot anymore. Watch over this place. And now I watch over you through time itself, small friends. If some essence of me or some of my blood remains somewhere in the future, I may only hope that it meets with you or your descendants. I will mark your essence within my mind. And if this essence ever meets you or your kind, some time, some essence, some fraction in the future, I hope it can.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope we do meet again.
As
If
do
fates
I.
haven't, perhaps we will. But like all things, I will perhaps not ascend to that greater level. Time will come for me, though my age may be still many many cycles, many years ahead of me, perhaps even 1,000 or 2. This body will fade, and my spirit will end up with the rest of the world. I do not know how far from you are. It sounds very far. So, I doubt we'll meet again. But a gift from a brethren of ours, a divine reverence, a chunk of time. Return to the place you were when you entered this place. I think I can help you to return back to whence you came. I will throw my power into this very dome. If there's still a connection to the time that you come from, I can only hope it will activate and send you back to whence you came. Stand where you were once you arrived.
Thank you. I crawl back in and stand where I was.
Fair enough. I'll follow.
Yeah. Are you prepared, my friends?
We are ready.
Then good luck to you. To the future, as it is to the past. You will feel an energy kind of, as once again he says these words in this ancient language of, and you can feel these words are ones you do not understand, but they seem to be of perhaps more raw power, maybe perhaps a primeval time of magic. Words that are more ancient to the world itself. As you've been hearing them here and here, but now you can feel the full power of them surging through you. Something ancient, something strong. As everything will begin to fade to black from you, and all of you will kind of stumble forward outside the wall of light, back to where you started. Turned around, as the door will return to normal. The seal will be back on it, as if nothing had changed. Talk will just be kind of like standing up at the top. She's been kind of waiting basically at the top of the landing and kind of look down to you and be like, did you find everything you were looking for?
How much time passed? What?
No, hold on. I'll pull out my pocket watch.
For
Well,
you, it's been as much time as you perceived traveling. Your pocket watch has
your
been with you.
pocket watch wouldn't be...
I know, but it's sort of like
I think it's been like 15, maybe 20 minutes.
a couple hours that you were in there.
Huh? Oh man, my watch is way off. Start winding it. Hold on.
Well, I think we have everything we need.
Man, I really hope this thing isn't broken.
It was free. Be quiet.
I guess you'll return. Are you going to return then up to where the ritual is, where Alatar kind of
Yeah,
stands?
we will return now. And anyway, you could fix it if it is broken.
Yeah, but it's a nice watch.
Here, hold these faces.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Have you found what you seek?
We believe so.
Excellent.
Where do we need to proceed to do this ritual?
Here is where you need to be. Forgive me a moment. As he'll be engulfed in flames, and a black-haired, human-looking man in red robes will kind of appear in his place. As he'll kind of like crack his neck and stuff too. Sorry, but I prefer to stretch out when I'm in places like this. But this is not really made for me. So when I pass through the halls, I must take a form similar to your own.
Neat.
Understood.
Did you find
Well-
what you were looking for the ritual?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we got everything, yeah.
We have the dance, we have the words, we have the rhythm, and we have a focus.
What focus do you have?
I'll pull out the scale. A gift.
A gift indeed. A promise repaid. It's fascinating.
I take it you knew Nevin? Yeah. Nevain?
Nevane the Watcher
Nevain, thank you.
would be, in your terms, my great-grandfather.
How old are you?
Ancient.
Oh boy.
He never truly ascended a divinity. I am closer than he ever was. Now, I did not reach the levels of Morag, but I am perhaps a step below him. I've been watcher of this place for thousands of your years, much longer than my species would normally live. But while I chose to side with the sky, the gods above, I remember the stories my great-grandfather told. I remember the warnings of 4 small creatures, including a small weasel, that warned our people of the dangers coming. One of the reasons that we were able to survive and leave this world, and the various changes that came upon it. Thank you.
I'm glad we were able to help.
I wish I could say it was planned, but it was happenstance.
Yeah.
Morag was apparently much more of a wily dragon than we thought. Perhaps he saw something of the future, a glimpse of it, and ensured that that glimpse would be told, playing with time itself. Divinity is weird like that. And a demigod is something beyond our comprehension. Something a step far above anything that our kind normally reaches. Why do you think I didn't burn you to a crisp when you first arrived? You seemed
Fair.
familiar to
cute.
those stories. An orc, a fetchling, shadow-touched, a human, and a ferret.
Kind of stand out.
Very true. I honestly didn't think it was true until you showed up. And then I started watching. You have a job to finish. Your mission here. Your ritual will hopefully work now. As long as you do it correctly. But my job is to remain here. To watch. This city is under my guidance. Not yours. Finish what you started. I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Alright. You can assemble
I
yourselves.
knew there was a softie under that gruff exterior.
He'll kind of like sneer and kind of a half growl at you.
He kills you. He stepped on you.
It's like, I only tolerate you because of my ancestor.
He uses you as a loofah.
Come here.
You're tiny and can absorb all this garbage and dirt.
Stress ball.
Yeah, stretch ball. Squish it, squish it, squish it, squish it.
Eyes bulge, eyes bulge. He's gonna call
I
you
guess we-
George too.
So,
Guess we set up the ritual.
Talk will join with you. You know the movements you can go. You can all kind of maybe for like a little bit practice, like kind of feeling.
Yeah, I was
each
gonna
other
say
out,
we
the power,
practice this for a little bit.
the
before,
channeling of
focusing
power
it through.
that Umbrin's kind of mastered. It does seem as though you can't quite master it without the ritual itself. You can kind of begin to feel it and begin to feel that connections with Umbrin and his power, but it seems as though like you need something a little bit more than just trying it to feel it. You need maybe the ritual itself to truly do it, or some other kind of similar ritual to really connect together. But you get a sense for it at least. So, what I'm going to want is, I really only want one check from any of you, and that is really going to be from Umbrin, who's leading this entire thing. The rest of you, I do want a check from you, but you're basically, I'm going to average your checks in a way to basically then see how that maybe affects the difficulty of Umbrin. So you don't necessarily have to go well, and it is an average between all of you. I'll roll a d20 for talk. But I think the best way to do this is we're just going to do a straight up ability check. I want a we still do those, right? I haven't checked if there's straight up ability checks in remaster.
No, typically you resort to a skill.
And we'll resort to something here. I need a good skill then. Let me look at your skill, Talas' skill, to see if I need a good skill here, because I want something akin to that. I'm sure there is a good one here. Or honestly, why don't we just do a fortitude save? It's how well you can focus your body.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'll say fortitude or will, your choice.
I mean, the question is, we could use the ritual rules.
Okay, cool.
Secondary
I haven't really
primary.
looked
As
into the
like
ritual rules if we want to use those quickly.
So
Basically,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
you-
secondary casters roll first. Critical successes give +2. Successes are no bonus. Failures -4. And critical failure, you reduce the degree of the primary by 1 step.
Okay.
And then those potential bonuses or failures go to the primary caster, who then rolls.
Cool. Would it be the same check as the caster, or because I'm kind of allowing for other
not
checks
always.
then?
So the caster usually makes a check more related to the ritual at hand.
Yes.
Secondary casters can vary depending on how the ritual takes place.
Yeah, like
Like
Then I will
sometimes
say-
you use
Okay,
there's
okay,
usually,
actually,
one or
because
two
the-
primary stats skills, and then there's several secondary skills that can be picked.
Yeah. I think for primary, because there's a physical element to this, I'll definitely say athletics, because there's that kind of like dance ritual part about this entire thing. I will tell you the primary skill that Umbrin needs to roll, it's religion. I'm sorry, it's religion.
Yeah, I figured that.
I'm not getting away from that one. For everyone
I get
else,
plus 21 to it, so.
athletics, performance would both work. And I guess if you're going to be more focusing your energy, a spellcasting check also. So like an arcane, occultism, religion, or something like that. I can see, or even nature, if that's more your arcane abilities. Like, because I can see that more being focusing the energy for the like magic kind of soul combination as part of the ritual, or if you're focusing more on the dancing part of it, athletics or performance. I'll say the athletics performance are more primary and the other ones are more secondary, but you can have any check it's there. And I guess the secondary are probably slightly higher DC than the primary is what I'm guessing it is supposed to normally be.
Well, okay, so actually the secondary is supposed to be lower, a bit like average or easy, while the primary is actually supposed to be harder, because the idea is that you then give those boosts to the primary,
Oh, okay. I get
who
you.
can then pass it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll do it that way then too. So if you want to do the spellcasting things, those are technically secondary, but they'll be lower DC. But if you want to do a more physical of like an athletics or performance, I'll say kind of like that. Or I can see acrobatics in there too, because again it's physical movement kind of based thing. So I can see any of those three physical kind of things as a primary, because that is the focus of you as the secondary casters.
Okay. I can actually do I have performance, so I'll probably do that. And
I'm
then
gonna roll d20
Talas-
for.
I was gonna say, do you
Talk.
have anything that might help?
Talk's gonna
you
roll
guys?
16. What that map means, I know, you don't, but she rolled well. Rolled it
I'll be doing
under
athletics.
Talas because I keep being selected on Talas. I really have to like throw another monster out there temporarily and just
Well,
click on that.
Yeah,
a
just
couple
if you select over nothing, it will clear what you have selected.
I keep doing that and it doesn't unselect Talas.
Oh, that's weird.
Really?
Yes, I'm clicking
I had
everywhere.
that problem.
Maybe it's.
You have to drag.
Oh yeah. So you have to click and drag, like select
Right
as in
click
drag.
and drag, yeah.
Oh, there, I see what I did. Yeah, the right click and drag got rid of
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
I'm no longer on Talas. Yay, cool.
Yeah, when I said select, I meant selection box.
That
so
do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm no longer on anybody. I get it now. Okay, cool, great. Okay, so I've rolled for talk. I need to roll from.
That's where
all
I
other
was having the
secondaries.
problem because they said click and drag, and I was actually trying to like left click and drag, and I'm like, oh. It's
I
right
understand now, and I saw it, and it works. It's just
click. Yeah.
quirks of the selection thing.
Yeah.
So I guess what we do is we'll go in a order that we had earlier. So I guess we'll kind of turn towards how was described for the level up. So what is Talas rolling? Whoever's rolling Talas. We'll start with you.
He's gonna roll athletics. He's good at that.
Cool.
And remember, we all still have our hero points.
We do.
Correct.
True. But that's not a bad roll.
That's
I
a pretty
actually
good
think
roll.
that'd
Okay.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ixbanor, what are you rolling?
Performance.
Okay. So you also are going to go for a primary. 33 is also really
That's
good
also
too.
pretty good.
Yeah. Calder, what do you want to roll?
Athletics.
Cool. It's going for a primary. Great. 38.
Oh.
Also very good. So we got some really great rolls
techni-
there.
Yeah. Technically, these are all secondary. Secondary checks. These are just primary.
These are to aid the primary caster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
aid the
these are
primary.
to aid the
Gotcha.
primary.
Sorry. So got some great section there. Okay. Umbrin, we turn towards you. The rituals in
Yep.
full grain. You're beginning to spout out what the words are. Everybody's in the groove for how they are supposed to do their movements. You can feel the energy kind of combing in with you. And in the center of everything is, of course, the scale itself, which is beginning to kind of glow. And I need a religion check from you. 27.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
Because I hopefully can do better than that. So.
Fair. 37.
Yes.
It's a lot better. It is indeed a great use of that, as 27 would not have been enough. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Was not a good roll. 37 is a lot better of a roll. So you're all kind of like feeling the energy and kind of feeling all of you kind of like this rhythm of the heartbeat almost between all of you that seems to kind of be mixing as the 5 of you are here in the heart of this ritual. You can almost feel as though the sun itself is kind of beating down upon you, as if you are in the, you're sitting around in an open field with that sun beating down on you on an open day where it's warm and inviting and wonderful feeling, and you're getting like kind of engulfed in all of that for just a few moments before all of everything kind of like fills with this almost kind of brightness, and it fades away. You find yourself somewhere completely different. A small chamber with a circle on the ground, the scale now in the center of it, seemingly looking like it's a little tarnished, changed, as if age itself has engulfed it. Around you, red crystal, flames, almost as looking as if the entire area you are in is made of crystal. A tunnel stretching up, kind of almost moving up and away from you, deeper into the structure.
More hallways.
I will take the lead.
You can kind of see in amongst the like kind of red crystal all around you, occasional flashes of light that almost seem as though like the walls itself are made from crystallized fire as it dances all around you. Another thing that you will notice, especially you, Umbrin, you've got pretty good eyes.
Yes.
You can see what looks like more of these structures out there. It's hard to kind of notice in amongst the kind of crystal outside and the flames, but you can kind of see almost it looks like this network of crystallized tunnels through flame. Maybe there really is just surrounded by fire and you're in a crystallized flame that kind of weeds through here and heads deeper into the center of there, kind of spirals around in the center of this structure.
Interesting.
You can kind of continue on this path that you have as you kind of spiral around it deeper into the core of this place. The warmth begins to kind of engulf you to a degree. Heat kind of touching upon you. This place is living fire to many, to all degrees. A place of life in many ways too, a core. But eventually you'll enter into a huge spherical chamber where you can see multiple entrances that seem to be of these tunnels leading into here. And in the heart of this, a glowing sphere of what looks to be crystallized flame floating above in the center of this large open chamber that vaults perhaps about 50 feet above. The entire thing seems to be set in this kind of almost network of crystallized flames that kind of almost engulf around it and hold it in place above you. The thing itself, as you can kind of like almost adjust your eyes to the brightness of it, seems almost about the size of in our terms, a bowling ball, you know, so it's like a head-sized object, you know, so it's not really that large, but you can just feel the energy emanating off of it, the flames and fire of this thing. This is the essence of a sun in front of you, and you can feel it.
Oh, I think we found what we're looking for.
And the next day, we all die of radiation poisoning.
Let's go.
Yay,
They'll become
radiation
little
poisoning.
Fallout ghouls.
It's beautiful.
Oh no, my nose fell off.
I said radiation, not Michael Jackson.
Well, Fallout ghouls.
Mm.
They don't have noses.
So, how do we get it? You said it's floating in the air, right?
As I said, there was almost this network of some of the crystalline flame structures that seem to be holding in place. It is seemingly floating in the center of it, but it's almost like a little web around it that kind of surrounds it.
I don't know also if it's safe to touch it with our bare hands.
I've got a bag. I could just put it around it.
There should be a way to disconnect it from this all. Its energy will still be here, as we talked about before, but a lingering connection to it. There should be a way to remove it, though. It was placed in here originally.
I'll make a perception check, look around. See if I can see if I can figure out anything.
You kind of take a look around, and
You.
there really isn't anything that stands out as a device or anything. All this place is like, you begin to realize that it's like the entire sun above is a massive like crystalline structure where the insides of it are filled with like, you know, living flames in amongst these kind of like network of crystals. And this is like the source of this, a seed of a star almost, a seed of sun.
There we go.
As you begin to kind of look around, Ixbanor, you do kind of notice some other things too. It seems as though there are like stranger structures on the bottom of each of these kind of branches that head over to kind of connect up with that. Rather than being a device, maybe, perhaps there are enchantments on each of these pieces or magic that's keeping it in place. These things both seem to act as containment, but also maybe channels. Maybe there's a way to disconnect them or even break them. Breaking might not be safe. You're not sure about how the magic, as you kind of look at it. That would be something for another check to analyze. But I think that probably that you find a spot that would be either magical interaction / breaking spot, basically. And you could probably then identify this on more of these tendrils that kind of head out to engulf it. As I said, these are like some of these kind of flaming living fire crystals that kind of like tendril out from the wall as like almost like tentacles that kind of reach around and form the cage around this thing. So it's basically like breaking off pieces of what's holding in place or disabling them.
Is it possible to do a precision dispel magic to cut the like connections like safe?
Give me an Arcana check. I'm going to say with that check, yes, it would be pretty precision. It would be, you think you could do it? You generally know that this is like the point that's a weak point. This entire thing here is a like almost living flat iron crystal, but it seems as though the magic that connects up the crystal and this entire structure with the like sun core is in a certain spot here towards like the edge, towards the wall. You think disabling there would be the right way to go? A dispel magic probably would work, but there might be more to that there with what your thought is. Probably most likely, rather than just directly breaking it, maybe like you'd basically have to disable it, and because you don't think the magic would be suppressed for very long, you'd have to break that one, basically. Shatter the bond as it's disabled.
Okay, so
Unless like this is you analyzing it and you're saying like there's probably more at work for the magic here, but you don't know it. You'd have to spend a lot of time to analyze it and figure out a safer way, but for like quick and dirty, we want to break this open, dispelling it, basically disconnecting it temporarily from there and then shattering the connection, it would break off that kind of thing while it's like not connected with the thing, and that would basically allow it to start disconnecting from this entire thing.
Okay. Well, there's definitely a way to do this. How long do you think the Dread Army will take to get to the... Because I'd love to stay here and study it for a while.
I don't think we have the time to study.
Let's not.
Fine.
As nice as that would be, I think time is of the essence.
We're at a bit of a crunch.
Sure can't spare a day?
Yes.
Fine.
I mean, not sure, but I'd rather not err on that side of caution. Rather err on the side of caution than...
Talk will chime in. If whatever dangers you're talking about are drawing near, perhaps erring on getting things done quickly would be smarter here. We have already spent a lot of time with my ascension to mortalhood, which you've given me. I thank you.
Deception?
Dissension. I guess that's more appropriate.
Well, I can attempt to do the thing, dispel the area and then break it.
I guess you'll have probably Talas, who's like the strength, I can hit it with a weapon. Or like, how do you want to go about breaking it once it's vulnerable?
I can shoot it.
Precision shot. Oddly enough, that might actually do less total damage than like a forceful break. It might actually be better.
Like, I feel like just when Talas like picking up a big weapon, I have a big weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Our goal is to not cause a cascade failure. Well, that might work just fine. I also think a precision shot might actually work. Might be a bit safer, actually.
Alright.
I
So-
don't think
That's right,
I
you
can
are.
assist in any fashion with this.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
I will need, I guess, I believe the spell needs a check at a certain point in time.
It does. So technically, it depends on.
It's a counteract check, but for simplified math, it's just a spell attack roll.
Yeah, but I knew like I thought it was at certain levels.
Let me.
You didn't have to roll unless I'm thinking 5e.
That's D&D. You always have to roll
Yeah.
4.
That's fine. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
I have my visual chart right here that I have to constantly refer back to. I'll post it in the Discord.
Cool.
There you go.
I'm just gonna also hit this.
I
button and just
keep
do it.
honestly forgetting that I can check that.
Mhm.
So 31.
It's so useful.
Yeah. So the DC is based off basically the D. Yeah. So it's up to you what the DC is basically. And I did cast this at 6th level.
Mm-hmm. I'm just reading the chart you put here just to see through that. Grave success. D20 plus counteract versus counteract DC. Chart. You don't tell me the counteract DC
Oh.
unless it's reading up above and I'm missing it.
The counteract DC is the spell DC. Let me get the spell DC
Yeah.
chart.
Sometimes, if it's an item, you could use level-based DC.
You know what I'm gonna do? Let's just do this. Ugh.
Just an
And I
effect.
can do this. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Level-based DCs are so useful. I use those
Yeah.
constantly. Ooh, sorry, the DC was 39 as a 10th rank spell.
I wasn't going to put it that high, but I'm trying to think of, is 7th appropriate or would it be higher? I'm just trying to think about that here too for a second. It's one of those things that I'm like, 7th might be the appropriate amount here because this is probably, that wouldn't work on the big sphere in the center, which is probably, it's artifacts, so that's more like 10th level kind of thing. But just the connections here, I think 7th level is appropriate. So I think 31 would work here. So I'll say yes, that's functioning.
Barely made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if need be, I could have used a reroll, but
Well, yeah.
I think that's an appropriate DC for what this is in essence. That's
yeah,
like something
I
that
mean,
I'm trying to figure
technically, I hit the DC above the spell level that I used, which isn't bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
So yeah. Counteracted. I guess make an attack roll.
Well, that is. Wait,
Well, I mean, like,
what do you mean?
the magic will fade. Someone needs to smash it.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. It's that's Calder. Calder's shooting it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me make a quick attack roll.
So you start blasting.
Hey,
That's pretty good.
That's one right better.
I was totally expecting a 1.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
That's
that's
if
a
I
crit.
would've rolled.
So you shoot the weak spot. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Our expert sharpshooter. Yeah, he's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
This loser.
All right. The spot that where you kind of like focused your magic on to kind of dispel it, kind of like almost like you can see the fire fade, and Calder takes his shot and it kind of shatters there as the entire thing down the line kind of like crinkles up and kind of bursts into like little flames as one of these 4 tendrils is gone now. There are 3 more connecting this to the entire sphere, but you have disabled and removed 1 from it. The sphere
Oh, we have
is-
to do this multiple times. I was kind of hoping it would.
Joking. All right.
I said there were multiple.
I know, but you said it like condensed in this one point, and for whatever reason, I thought that meant they all condensed in this one point.
Nope.
Take another shot.
It might be easier to remove it with other means with some of them removed, but you've only removed 1 out of 4.
Alright, do I got any bombs on me? Hold on.
I mean,
Do we really need it intact? No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'll keep shooting.
Okay.
Yeah.
well,
Bang.
Well,
well.
we need to disable the other one, the next one.
Oh, my bad.
So.
How many? Ooh, you don't have too many 6-ranks though, right?
Cool.
Hey.
That will still be a successful counteract. You'll hit it for normal damage. Please roll damage on it. Let's see how well you do.
I don't know how many 6
Seems
ranks
pretty
and 11th level spellcaster gets.
I have 3. I don't know if did you prepare any dispel magics?
I did not.
Can you get a second shot in a turn, Calder? I think you can, right?
I can. It would just be on map.
Oh, I do
You'll
have
need to,
one.
You'll need
but
to get
it's-
another
it's-
shot, I'll say it.
It's just at
your
the
first shot
catch-
won't
oh, no,
quite
that's the tech-
break it.
Never mind.
Damn it.
No, I don't have dispel magic on.
Well, that'll hit it.
Dang.
Won't be a crit. But that'll be enough to break it at that point in time. So your second shot will be
Oh, wait, no,
successful
I
in
do-
breaking it.
I have one at second level.
Oh, it's literally impossible for you to succeed then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's 2 down.
Two down.
You got another one of those, Ixbanor?
Yeah, I got one. I got.
One more.
Hopefully we can get it down with just 3.
That's a successful
Rolling well,
counteract
though.
check.
You know, we can just start throwing rocks at it or something.
Mhm.
Alright, one more shot. Bang.
That'll hit.
Oh, I'm gonna actually just here re-roll that.
It was a 6. It was a 6 again.
No keys.
Roll some damage. You need another shot.
Yeah.
You will miss.
Ah, there's the one. Ixbanor cursed me.
So does
Damn it.
You can. Do you have a reroll?
No, I used it.
so
Oh.
if you
I
want
could
to
try to attack. it.
so like I'm pretty sure anybody else would have to move up to it and attack, but you could probably have anybody else that wants to try get an attack in. It's still
We have, like,
standing.
needle dart, maybe.
I'll just throw an attack roll from
Talas. Talas be like,
Talas. Wow.
he has a reroll.
That's true. He does.
He does. I think that would be. I think you're the only one left with a reroll after that if you use it here. It probably is a good idea.
Yeah.
Oops. I did that. That's still not great.
That's still technically a miss.
Damn it.
Can you attack with map?
Does he not have the same?
If you had him standing nearby, I can say sure, you get one more in.
Oh, but he had to move up. Got it.
So, yeah,
could-
Oh, right.
I could move up and try.
yeah. Why don't you try? We'll see. We'll see if we have to get a extra Talas in or not. Maybe kind of iffy in there. Maybe
Sorry,
maybe
the,
Umbrin could save the day.
I would have hit it again, but the if you haven't noticed, sun is in my eyes.
It really is. Very very
I
literally.
could go up and bite it.
You already dispelled it. I don't think you can act this turn.
He's
True.
wasted. No, I'm creepy.
So
Umbrin? Ah, there we
hey,
go.
you hit.
Ah, there we go.
Yay!
Your attack is only 2 less than Talas.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm an expert in, simple weapons, so.
10 damage. Well, fortunately, that is indeed enough to get the final push over and shatter this one. It seems not by a whole lot, but you'll be able to kind of run up as everybody's trying to do this as you can see almost the magic's beginning to come back, and as the last second you kind of smack into it and it kind of cracks apart with a similar kind of thing. As everybody's a little on edge because sort of you almost the magic almost reestablished itself, and that might not have gone well with it damaged.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Problem
could...
is, we have one left and no more
So,
dispels.
Well, no, I could cast it at
anyway,
5th. The problem is I would need to get a critical success
so
to dispel it.
before that happens, the entire structure around you will begin to shake, as it seems the world shakes, as blasting through the walls of this entire thing, through the sun itself, is a massive black blob landing straight in the middle of this place, splashing and crashing into the ground around you as it begins to take a vaguely humanoid shape. We'll end it there.
Smoke bomb. No,
Huh.
I'm kidding.
As 3 of you are over by actually probably you're all over by one of these things to decide, you know, because you all ran.
Well,
out.
yeah, we all had a run. It's like you missed, and then you're like, oh crap,
So,
I
like,
need to
you know,
reload, and then
probably,
everyone-
like-
Wait, I'm
it's like,
alone.
uh-oh.
Calder and Ixbanor are probably a little farther back, where like, you know, they're at range, you know, but you see like Umbrin and Talas next to each other over by where the one was broken. But yeah, we'll leave things there for now. So it'll be fun. As something has shown up here. We'll see what that is about.
Something he says.
But yeah, we'll kind of see what's going on and all that stuff next time. A nice little bit of like leave up, you know, God, words escape me so many times sometimes. Exciting little cliffhanger. Love how that like it just leaves my brain for just a few moments before it comes back. It was like with puffballs earlier. I'm like trying to remember a goddamn puffball by name, and it's just not there for just a few minutes. But yeah. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. We had some interesting adventures. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of weirdness going on and a little bit of temporal shenanigans mixed with, you know, magic. And hey, we are right at the kind of finale of the city here. The artifact is in sight. There's one connection left for it, but something might not want you getting it. Ooh.
Oh, there goes all my best spell levels right before the fight.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see if you have to fight.
Hey.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. We'll see.
Oh, you okay?
Well, luckily I have something possibly for this.
As if anything we ever do doesn't result in immediate violence.
I'm not gonna lie. That is also something that happens very often with you, unfortunately.
It's usually just straight to hands, usually to our detriment.
I give options.
Very
We'll
true.
find
We
out what
just don't take
happens. We'll find out what happens. Hey, you know, maybe it's friendly. The horrible shadow creature, which is forming out of like a blob of living shadow. It seems like, or moving shadow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend it's not the Dreadlord. It's actually our Uber Eats that we ordered.
It's probably one of the Dreadlord's minions.
Postmates, I got some Chipotle.
So as usual, because I think no one else has anything to shout out, unless you want to interrupt me with that, I will turn it over to Wyrm to have his shout out for stuff.
Yeah, I'm Diamond Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm or at DiamondWyrm on Twitter and Blue Sky, and DiamondWyrm9234 on YouTube.
Cool. Hello, everybody. I, of course, have been the Game Master here, Tantus Naravan Dracovin. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to join next week, Wednesday at 8 if you can join me live, or a couple days later up on the YouTube channel if you're catching us there. Please make sure to, of course, check out Wyrm. I have all the stuff linked below. Check out anything else I've done. I've got some old gaming things that are a mixed bag, but always a lot of fun. Go check those out too. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the series, and we are reaching towards the end of it, and I hope you will join us for these last couple of sessions. Anyway, we're gonna get going, and until the next time, we hang out, play some more gaming. Bye, everyone.